So I just wanted to start with, there's my slides. Where is it? Oop. So I just want to kind of reiterate what we heard today morning, and thank you for the partnership so far. You all have been using our solution for a very long time and have helped us grow to be a company what we are today, right? And so as you create all of this infrastructure today, and I want to tell you, we are in the right room. All of you are in the same right room, AEC. This is the AEC breakout. Nobody from manufacturing or M&E here, right? So you are all in the right room. So we expect about construction spend to actually go up to about $17 trillion, right? So almost all the cities that is, you heard today morning about the urban population growth and all of that. So we expect all the infrastructure that is going to come up, about $17 trillion of investment is going to happen there. And all that because of four major things that is happening. Of course, you heard about population explosion, all the cities that is going to grow 2x. Of course, technology adoption is also one of the greatest challenge. And you have heard about sustainable challenges that we have 30% of wastage from building industry. And of course, one of the things that I always come across is talking to the professionals in the, when I go and meet customers, we all have still very much unchanged practices. We still work with a lot of papers, and it's just the same thing that we are trying to do, and we need to change that, in fact, right? One of the things. And of course, because of that, there's also a lot of productivity loss in our industry, especially if you look at comparing that with manufacturing and other industries, and you heard that. So I don't want to actually repeat those things again, but you all have were there in the morning session, so you know about that. So what we want to do is, we want to help you do more with our technology. But while you do more, we also want to make sure you can do better, right? As whatever design, whatever building infrastructure that you're creating. While you do things better, we also want to make sure you are actually impacting nature that much less, right? So the message is obviously to do more, better with less. So as we move into that, we have actually been bringing it to you solutions in a box. We call it IC, Industry Collection. How many of you have heard about industry collections? All of you have industry collection? No? AEC industry collection? So there's a lot of opportunity for us. So hopefully. So that's actually AEC IC collection is a set of about over 25 solutions in a box that helps you to do everything right from concept to construction with a lot of solutions right across. If you take infra work for city modeling, civil 3D for understanding civil nature, civil works, cut and fill, alignments, and all of that. Then you have the entire Revit portfolio, architecture, structure, MEP. There are a lot of analysis software built in, right, from structural analysis, MEP optimization tools, in fact, sustainable tools inside this whole collection. So you are not deprived of anything that you want at any point of time. It's there. You could go and use it as you design. And design and analysis is supposed to go hand in hand. It should not be an afterthought. So as you design, you analyze, you optimize, come back and start doing that process over time. Of course, some of the technology trends that's happening, you've heard about DFMA, which is big. Construction and manufacturing is converging quite a bit. You have digital collaboration, high definition surveying, generative design that you heard about, Internet of Things. These are actually basically changing the landscape of construction and the way we make things in AEC space interesting as well as challenging. So that's where we actually, I say that we have left BIM behind we are talking about connected BIM, power of BIM on the cloud. So you really need to think about BIM on cloud now. It's not something sitting on your desktop, right? You are in a collaborative environment. Most of the project that you work on, consultants are collaborating with you from different part of the world. You have to have a system and that would actually enable you to collaborate effectively, right? So we started the journey of computer. I think a lot of you have seen this image at least, right? You had floppy drive. How many of you had AutoCAD on these floppies, right? You have installed AutoCAD in your machines. And today also, a lot of us are doing this. One person, you have one computer and one software, and you are trying to design. This is kind of predominantly what you do today, right? So what is going to happen tomorrow is, have you heard of thin client? You have heard of power of cloud, power of computing power that cloud can bring to you. So right from one human to using machine that is on the cloud, maybe I can use the power of all the servers on Amazon or Azure to actually compute and give me multiple options, hundreds of design, thousands of different design options that I can choose from, which as a human being, I can't do it, right? You have seen a lot of examples in the morning. So just to reiterate, so let's look at this example, chair, right? As a designer, you have some thought process of design, what this thing should look like, right? And of course, you put these parameters of design into it. What kind of weight, how many legs, what kind of backrest you want, and all of that. And then let the computer do the job, right? Which you cannot do all this, right? Computer gives you options, and you select. Any of this option would actually conform to the design parameter that you have given, the weight and all of that. So you could choose one that you want, and you can start to work on it and make it even better, right? Or you can go back to another option if you want to. But what is going to change is, it just straight away goes into manufacturing. So the way we build buildings is going to change dramatically. You might imagine, I also want to talk about, like, China is manufacturing hub. Will it remain a big manufacturing hub long time? Maybe 3D printing will change all that, right? Lot of buildings that you build, many of the elements within the building might be 3D printed in future in the site. So you might have to ship that much less to different places, right? So the shipping costs a lot. Shipping also uses a lot of fossil oil. So we might be better off in terms of sustainability we talk about. So in short, we are talking about collaborative design process, flexible manufacturing, that is basically you heard about how the convergence is happening. And of course, it gives richer experience to customer. And of course, connected service that enables everybody, all of you, to connect with your peers, your fraternity, your collaborative teams in real time. And of course, mass customization, because of the whole nature of how computing power is going to be brought to you, right? How you're going to use that computing power. That is going to make our life a lot more sustainable in every aspect. With that, actually, I want to introduce Priya, who is going to actually bring to you the panel discussion, and I'll let her discuss about sustainability and infrastructure. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day.